So, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. It's been sunny all day, and just as I think that I'll come out here and, do a video outside in the sunshine, it's now starting to rain. So we'd better get into the meat and potatoes. So look, I said that I was going to give updates on both of the cases, Laurie Vallow, Letitia Storch, and look, there's not a lot happening in the Laurie Vallow case. They're struggling to get a jury together because of the flat out notoriety of the case, and they've all got hit with personal opinions and thoughts about it. And as soon as personal judgment starts creeping in and there isn't a blank slate, it becomes very, very hard, if not impossible, to utilise them in this case, because you need someone who is unfamiliar. They are unbiased. They are just going to simply look at the evidence that is given to them, process that information, and deliver a verdict. And I wonder whether this is going to be something where, if it goes that far, we're going to see in the Brian Kohberger trial. Now, people have said, look, cases get big, but you can feel they're big because you're on social media and you kind of live in that life, but on the grander scheme of things, they're not, and there are many, many people who don't know about them. But I don't know if that's always right. It does depend on how big a case gets and almost who is included in that as to the outcome when we look at jury selection. And it seems that when we have specific types of people involved, like the pretty young blonde girls, etc., then there is a lot more interest in the case. I believe it has been brought up on other channels, almost like this white blonde-haired maiden, and wanting to protect and save. And, I get that. And I think I've touched on it in the past, where if some victims were different, or if in the Idaho 4 case, if the eyewitness had have been someone else, perhaps she wouldn't have been trusted as much as what she was trusted. I know she got a lot of shade, poor old Dylan, but ultimately she was trusted. She was believed by the masses. But anyway, I digress. So the Laurie Vallow trial is still in the stages of jury selection. I'm guessing probably a couple of days before they're sorted out, and then we will go on further. Now, some of the jury selection candidates who have left because they fear that they won't be able to judge the case with work commitments and family commitments, which is understandable. They say this trial is likely to last around 8 weeks. Personally, I don't know why it would take 8 weeks to find her guilty, because she's as guilty as they come. But look, you know me, I'm an advocate for due process. Whoever it is, the system needs to work, and I want to see the system work. So, you're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea with some cases. Now, let me know down below, what do you think? Do we have a similar situation with the Idaho 4 case? Are we likely to struggle finding a jury who is non-biased or have no skin in the game? That's a saying that I like to use, but I do feel that if people have got skin in the game, then there's going to be a real difficulty in getting a fair trial. I know we've spoken about it and touched on it before, but I still feel that should this, for Brian Kohberger, go to a full-blown trial, he says he's not guilty, whatever, then I still feel that trial needs to be moved. I think it needs to be moved well out of state and tried somewhere else. But will we see it? I don't know. And would you trust it to be trialled where it is? Again, let me know down below. But I will be continuing to give updates. Obviously, we've got Letitia Storch back in court today, mumbling more and more rubbish, lunacy, and I'll be touching on that tomorrow, and I'll be doing a live on Sunday, bringing the whole lot together. But for now, that's me, and I'll catch you all in the next one.